Hi guys, this is Yuna over here, and my bestie over here reading the Reddit story. Let's start. So today I would be doing few of the Halloween looks I plan to do, and today we would be doing the crying baby or cry baby look. So here is the reference image. I would try to at least make it look or seem a bit better. Let's just trust the process.
Hi guys, I am Yuna's friend Raven. Let's go. So, am I the a-hole for ruining thousands of kids' Halloween and not feeling bad about it? Ooh, seems interesting. I live in a large neighborhood, about 90 houses. We are what's considered the rich neighborhood. So our neighborhood has always been a hot spot for trick-or-treaters. We used to get about 700, 2,000, sorry, not 700,000, my fault. About 700 to 1,000 kids a year. I have always loved getting trick or treaters because my kids are teens now and don't trick or treat anymore. But in the last 4 years, it's gotten ridiculous. Really ridiculous. There's thousands of kids and their parents flooding the streets. People with hay in their rigs carrying kids around.
What is hay in their rigs?
Don't know, gotta Google it. Trampling yards, literally candy wrappers everywhere. Small children walking around by themselves is appalling. People from the neighboring town of 30,000 people take their kids to my neighborhood. Also, guys, I would like to apologize first and foremost if my grammar or pronunciation has an issue. I was annoyed, but I never really did anything about it. Till 2 years ago, my daughter tripped and broke her arm. We didn't think it was a break, but we wanted to go to the ER anyway to get it checked out. And there were so many people in our neighborhood. We couldn't get out. There were scars everywhere, lining the streets. Oh, that can be parked in people's yards. It was horrible. We had to wait until everyone left, about I am, to go to the hospital. My daughter had to wait in pain for hours at that point. I was done. I contacted the neighborhood community and we managed to get some folks. Wow. Not my mistake then. To stand at the gate with a list and only let in certain people. Okay, that was a good move. If you wanted to get folks that live here, family members and friends. That's what they meant by that. If you wanted to get in, you had to be close to someone in the neighborhood. It was great. There were only about 300 kids in the neighborhood, and after there was barely any trash. And we are doing it again this year. And recently told my sister what I have done, and she got really angry. When we were kids, we had to trick or treat in other neighborhoods because we lived in a trailer park with no other kids. She told me I was a horrible person for ruining thousands of kids Halloween. But honestly, I am not too broken up about it. It was a hazard if there was a fire or any emergency. No one would be able to get it in to help. When I was a kid, there was never any car lining the streets. The residences could get out if they wanted. It was never dangerous. I don't think I am in the wrong, but I have always respected my sister's opinion. Am I the a-hole?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, seriously, he is right. He has a point. Like, what if there was an emergency? Like, as I said, Bandra ka Durga Pujo ka area. So first of all, it is inside some lane or something, so it's already very narrow. Then again, there are so many street vendors who are selling food, clothes, and whatnot. So again, it is more chaotic. And then like there are so many people flooding to the Bandra Durga Puja. So it is a huge junction, like a full-fledged junction.
The broader roads are not an issue, but most of the time, even on the broader roads, the double parking system or parking too many vehicles get people in trouble because first of all, you don't have space to either remove or move your mobile anywhere. Then secondly, there is not much space for people to go around, and it gets more and more crowded. I think according even to whoever the poster was, I can understand what their tautology comes from about where they're thinking when they were kids. The maybe the cars and all were not too much, and for them it was more about traveling on by their like they're not calling them an a-hole for something that they felt was very problematic. I mean, if the community felt that it was not an issue, they could have very possibly denied the request. But the poster sister, I understand her sentiments about the things. See, we don't have much trick or treat here in India, but just now I have seen on internet and all. It's a very interesting thing, and can understand maybe what thought his sister or her sister, I don't know what the poster's gender is. No offense, but I don't know what her thought was. Maybe she was nostalgic and she thought that they just took it away. But also there is an info over here. There was no car, no one in the cars. They were parked in the middle of the road and in yards, so there was no way for me on an ambulance to get through unless every driver in that neighbor at the same time went to their cars and drove up. My daughter was 13 and in that awkward phase where she doesn't want to bother anyone for help. Instead, it didn't hurt that bad. That means she was trying to keep up the pace. Anyways, अभी मुझे जाना है and you have to carry on with this beautiful story, share it with the people, and most probably in the next video I will make sure that I am there. Okay, so until then, bye bye guys and bye only.
Bye.
Take care. I'm looking forward to you.
So Raven is gone, and we are gonna continue on with like trusting the process Halloween makeup look while talking about Reddit stories. So I hope it comes out good. I mean, I'm trying my level best to make it look good, at least. So let's see. Let's get going. So the next story over here is: am I the jerk for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume? It is a full roller coaster ride of a story. So let's start. I am reading from a Best of Redditors update. So it's a compiled one. It's not from the original poster. But anyways, let's start. Hi everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, 19 female, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, 21 male, and a bunch of our friends over, including this girl best friend. I'm like his girl best friend, not her girl best friend. My boyfriend and I decided to dress up as Peter Pan Pumpkin Eater. I do not know what the joke is. I tried to read twice, but I still do not know what the joke is supposed to be. But I'll let you know by the end of the video. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, 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 and the girl dresses as a pumpkin. Oh, it's not Peter Pan. Sorry, I've been reading wrong for such a long time. So it is Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Okay, now I get it. The girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you know. Yeah, now I know. I was pretty excited just because I thought it was a funny and cute costume. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that she would, not should would, she would probably just come as a smexy cat. Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as a pumpkin. I mean, I guess that was like the first sign of distress. I think the last sign of distress. Anyway, I'm babbling too much. Let me just apply all of the cream blush I can. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose this costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume. What kind of better group costume is this supposed to be? Like a trio group? That it is gonna be a good. I don't even think so. It's gonna be a good trio friend costume until and unless there's something sus going on between all three of you, that is. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her are having shenanigans. My eyes are burning, like seriously burning. I'll lie some. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house, and I returned to the party, which is How is this supposed to be a joke? The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely. But a few of her friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the jerk? I don't think so that you are necessarily a jerk. You're just saying like, hey, he's my boyfriend, don't try to act or steal my boyfriend. That's the least anyone could ask for, but I guess the bar is super low in the dungeon. And who are these friends who are like taking her side? What's wrong with you guys?
So there were relevant comments such as like
Okay, that is super duper messy. But I'm just trusting the freaking process because then again, forgive me for whatever the mic is gonna like sound as. But I will try to buy better equipment or at least try to make the sound a little better. Nice, like your partner is supporting you, but then again, as I said, at such points, I ain't trusting nobody with my heart anymore. I'm just trying to trust the process. So she gave an update in November of that year. He is no longer friends with her. She showed her true colors and they are no longer speaking. Updated post on February 21st of the next year, that is. Well, I have an update. I meant to post a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal. I'm glad I waited though, because you all need to hear this one. Many people pointed out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha, since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months. I feel like this is so not. And they were just really good at hiding it until she decided that she want to be his didn't want it to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard his vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened my bedside table, like his bedside, not her, his bedside table drawer and found a second phone. My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password 1234, and my fears were confirmed. There were missed calls from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out she was pregnant. This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. He could have all of those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out of my car, trying to block my path. I went over the grass around him and didn't look back. She deserves so much better than this dude whatsoever. It looks like I'm having pimples rather than crybaby tears. Okay. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I wouldn't find out. That was a really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property has been misused, and I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for the company anymore. He is blocked on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again. After this situation, I have been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back. Let me just do my eyes. ASAP. I really do look like nice. Like it is better than yesterday. Like I'll show you. Like yesterday I was looking like this, and today I'm looking like this. This is much more cleaner, better, pristine look than yesterday. Yesterday I don't know what happened to me. I guess I wasn't even feeling how to like film the entire thing. But today it is so much more better. Like it's still like very smudgy and whatnot. But as a Halloween look, it looks like a bit clean, if I may say. Because yesterday, I'm just gonna say, it was a huge blunder. So this is, am I the jerk for inviting my daughter's new boyfriend to her family Halloween celebration, much to the chagrin of her husband, who she separated from last month? So this is from a 50-year-old man. My wife and I have a son and a daughter. My daughter married one of my son's best friend. We took him in when he was 15 and treated him like one of our own. He was kicked out of his father's home and we took care of him like our own. My daughter fell in love with him and they got married right out of high school. Worst mistake. He went to college while she took care of their daughter. Oh my god, they even ended up having a child. My daughter was resentful of the fact that she had to give up her dreams, and this created problems in their relationship. Her husband ended up having an affair. I am so sure this just started an affair and Syring an illegitimate child. I don't know what Syring is, but I'll look into it. The mother was an addict and lost custody. After months of back and forth, my daughter decided to reconcile with her husband. We were not happy with her decision, but decided to not let our disappointment show when she brought him around. We treated him the same 7 years ago. By 7 years go by. Okay, 7 years go by, and the last month, my daughter decided that she cannot give her marriage a chance. I think we all knew that she was ashamed of her decision to reconcile. It came as a shock to my son in law because they were expecting another baby, which my daughter had decided to abort. She also told us she's moving on and is already dating one of my friends' son. What's with like mutuals? A widower with a daughter, my granddaughter's age, and they are good friends. Okay, so like the granddaughter and like the other new boyfriend's daughter are like super good friends. She has known him since they were both kids, and I'm more than happy about her finding love. This Halloween, she brought her new boyfriend to the celebration, and we welcomed him wholeheartedly. And in the picture, in the clear, that they were acting like a couple. I don't get it. Like there is a lot of typo, but I am guessing in the pictures it looks like they were acting like a couple. My son-in-law, soon to be my former son-in-law, showed up to my office and accused me of encouraging the breakup of his family when he was trying hard to save it. He was also disappointed that I didn't invite his 7-year-old daughter. His daughter went to her grandparents, so I don't understand the accusation. I understand that being alone on Halloween for the first time in 2 decades must have felt bad, but he is no longer my daughter's husband. My son also cut him out of his life. Am I the jerk for supporting my daughter in her decision and maintaining boundaries with her ex? Edit. In the last 7 years, my daughter went back to college and landed a good job in her desired field of work, which is so good. It is so good for her. Like, how come you can blame the person who took you in at your hardest time only to like go and complain to them ki like, oh, you're breaking up my family? Let's play devil's advocate. Fine, like that lady should like work at home and whatever, blah blah blah. I'm not advocating, but I'm just saying let's play devil's advocate. But then you cheat by your own self, like with your own individual mind, that he is not friends with the brother. He is an ex of the daughter, and the daughter has already found someone who like really cherishes her at least. So I think you were doing great from my point of view. But this is the look of the crying or the crybaby basically. I don't know if I should have done like a ponytail. Should I have done the ponytail? Like, would it had looked much better? I would just look like than her, like when if she had like a running mascara. Should I wear like an outfit or something? Because like this looks very much house outfit. It's kind of blending in the background. So goodbye for today, and we'll see you in the next video.